Okay, hi guys. In the following live stream, I'm going to investigate what are possibilities of player registration in FiveM, and what are what are the methods of whitelisting or authentication of the player. Um, yeah, so that's the topic for the first sim. Okay, so let's see what we can find on the internet about FiveM whitelisting, maybe, or FiveM player registration. So I'm going to explore some whitelist systems, and then I'm going to write my own based on what I based on those what I found. Okay. Okay, so what I can say is that there's only one table called whitelist with one field identifier. So it means that the player has only ID, unique ID, maybe. Okay, and I will leave this FiveM installer for later. So let's investigate source codes. Let's start from fxmanifest.lua. As you can see, we have only server scripts here. I'm talking very slow because you know, I'm wondering why they put this mysql.lua scripts here. And I have no idea. Okay, let's check commands Lua. Whitelist refresh, whitelist add. I'm wondering how I can write my own whitelist system or whitelist plugin to GTA Online. So what I'm doing now is I'm investigating source code of ASX whitelist, but I would like to investigate a few more solutions, like maybe some kind of Discord authentication or something like that. So I decided to spend next hour, maybe next 1.5 hours, to find some possibilities to register and to authenticate a player in the game. If you have any knowledge about the topic, please feel free to join to the discussion, because any help is very important for me. Okay, so as you can see, I have only there's only two commands here, add and refresh. Okay, and how does main script looks like? Especially add function, because I'm wondering what is the unique identifier, what is actually the identifier of the player, and is this identifier, you know, constant for a player, and how does it works? I have no idea. I need to read about it. Okay. Okay, load whitelist, player connecting. Okay, so we have event handler called player connecting. I mean, event handler on player connecting event. And what is it? What I'm doing now is, you know, reverse engineering of one of whitelist plugin. Okay, whitelist check. Get player identifier. What is the value? Okay, so player ID and value. Okay, some kick reason. Okay, I'm going to rewrite this plugin on C# because it's written in Lua. So now I'm going to write a similar plugin using C# to see what's going on with this method. Okay, I think that it's the best way to learn how does it works. But I think that I can understand what's going on without rewriting the plugin, but it will be easier to rewrite it. Because as you can see, I got some variable here called differals, and I can do something with it, like defer, like done with kick reason, or just done. I will try to investigate it. I have no idea what is this underscore u method. It looks like some translation, maybe. Yes, it looks like get translated string or something like that. Okay, so it's time to write my own plugin. So what I want to do is just to start my FiveM server, because what I noticed, the server is the server starts I mean, the server starting takes a long time during the day because the authentication server is busy, I think. So I'm going to do it now. Okay, then let's open source 3. Now here's a base project. Okay, so let's get back to the I would like to create new branch called whitelist 1. Okay, let's open Visual Studio. Okay, I thought that Visual Studio is free, but it's not. Okay, I need to switch to another IDE. Let me check if there is IntelliJ IDEA to C#. C# sharp. Okay. Okay, it is also it's also a paid. There's no community version, I think. I think that I have to buy, that I should buy all products back. Okay, what is the price? Okay. So so let's build the solution, or maybe let's clean and build the solution. Okay, the server is I'm still waiting for the server. Okay, the server started. So let's start FiveM. Okay, let's load my sandbox. Okay, new hello world loaded, and yes, I need to load also a server script. But first I need to change resource.lua file to fxmanifest.lua. file, and I need to change, I need to add server script to it. Okay, now let's rename the class name to whitelist, or maybe database. Oh no, just whitelist. Or maybe whitelist client. Whitelist client. Okay, and let's rename the server file to whitelist server. Okay. Whitelist server and whitelist client. Okay. Okay, let's build the solution and let's test it. Refresh and restart sandbox. Okay, sandbox does not support GTA 5 game. Of course, I need to add more lines at the beginning of the script. Okay, let's build it again and let's test it again. Refresh and start sandbox. Started resource. The problem is that I cannot see the right. I cannot see the message that I expected. I can see only. I can see only client part, and I cannot see the server part. Because I expected to see this resource. Okay, so what's the problem? I have fx.manifest file with a server script.main script. Okay, let's build it again and let's test it. No, so let's refresh and let's stop sandbox and start sandbox. Okay, now my server resource works. Server and client here. Okay, client. I'm gonna copy the resource. Okay, let's build it again. Okay, and let's refresh and let's restart. Okay, as you can see, I have the message. Oh, hi. Welcome to my live stream. I saw your comments below the videos. Yeah, so as you can see, I'm still investigating the topic of how to write C# plugins to FiveM. If you had any question, you can just you can just talk with me on chat. Okay, now what I'm trying to do on this stream is to make my own whitelist plugin, and at first I would like to just copy this one, ASX whitelist plugin, and then I will try different solutions, because at first I would like to understand how does the authentication works in FiveM. C14. Okay, so at first, let's try to add this player connecting event to my event handlers. I'm not sure if this event is comes from ASX framework or is it a native one, but I will try to investigate it in a minute. Okay, so on player connecting, and let's try to find some documentation. FiveM. Okay, so it looks like okay, no problem. Thank you very much for your words. I really appreciate it, and it motivates me to making more videos like this. I'm thinking about making a shortcuts from these videos, because as you can see, I'm each of the videos is very long, and most of the time I'm searching for the solution, and usually at the end there is maybe half hour of real content, yes, and most of the time is searching the solution. But I think it might be also interesting if you are talking with me during the stream. Okay, let's check how does this event looks like. Okay, we have three parameters here, and I have no idea how does they looks like in C#, because you know it's string, then function. So what does function mean in C#? Okay, no idea. Okay, maybe string function. Okay, I will try to find some example on GitHub. Okay. Or on GitLab. Okay. Okay, there is something here. Okay, there's only one source code. Here, let me check. I think that's what I'm looking for. Entity on connecting. But I think it's not a FiveM plugin. Okay, I made a mistake when I was I make a typo in GitHub, sorry. Okay. So I'm going to register this event, and I'm not sure if it's if it's a good solution, but I will try to use this one. Okay, and let's create the method. The server on player connecting. It's a player. some kick reason. Okay. What's wrong? Double new here. Okay, let's try this version, and if it works, I will try to investigate, the correct. What does this argument means? So let's build the solution and let's restart our sandbox. Okay, and now I have to reconnect to the server. Let me check if there is some command. FiveM client console reconnect. Okay, I can just type disconnect, I think. Captain, I have a question to you. Are you a programmer or just hobbyist? Okay, as you can see, the event was fired, and I handled the event, but it looks like my what do you call it? Event handler signature does not match to the signature that the event expects. So I think that that I can do something. Okay, I know what I can do, and I will show you. I can open the documentation. I think that this is right parameters. So I will try to add event handler like string and dynamic. Okay, because I have no idea what kind of argument is this function, what is the type. So I think that the first argument is player name, the second argument is set kick reason, and third argument is deferrals. Okay, and I will try to do it in this way. Okay, so let's build the solution. Restart, disconnect. Okay, nothing happens. And let's try to connect to the server. So I think that I handled the event. Okay, look. Okay, I handled the event. But what is better coding? It's my player name? Okay, so let's try to print all of these values to investigate what is the type of all of these values. Okay, so the type is callback delegate and system dynamic expand objects. Okay. Okay, now I will try to kick my user off from the game. So it's callback delegate. No, I want to continue scripting my own. I would like to write my own economy, my own server with my own whitelisting. I would like to configure my own server from scratch, and I want to make my own economy. Yes. I don't want to use ready-to-use scripts. And why do you asking? Fair update. Okay, hello Benox. Today I'm going to write my own whitelist plugin based on this Lua example. Okay, because I would like to investigate how does whitelisting works. Okay, what is player identifier and how I can authenticate the player and how I can manage my whitelist. Okay, but now I'm trying to handle this event, I mean player connecting event, and I have no idea how to work with this callback delegate function, because now I'm trying to kick my user from the game. In any case, that's what I'm going to do, but I know how to do this, but I know how to do this analyzing this code, but I have no idea how to work with the callback here. So at first I need to investigate some technical problems. Okay, let me check if there is some. It's very useful to analyze GitHub resources. For example, now I know that the callback that I'm working with something called callback delegate. Maybe I find, maybe I will find some scripts that helps me to understand how to work with that. It's a GitLab. If you have any idea of topic that I can do in my next stream, and you want to, maybe you have some questions that I can, or problems that I can solve on my live stream, you can just, send to me. Okay, and I will try to analyze it on my live stream. Okay, set kick reason. So the guy has. Okay, so I can just invoke. Okay. I think that I know how does it work. So I can just invoke this method. So it's like a method. Okay, let's try to do this. So set kick reason. Let's say my custom kick reason. Let's add a debug before and after. It's very important. Okay, let's build a solution and let's try to test it. I need to disconnect from the server. Okay, I will try to connect. Maybe there is some command like connect to my local host. Okay. Okay, I'm not a patient person, sorry. Okay, so as you can see, I my function was called, and I mean this set gift reason was called, but I think I should do something also with deferrals to kick off my user. So let's see the example. Okay, and differing connections. Using deferrals allows you to make a connection request complete at later time. For example, when you have to wait for a synchronous task. Sorry for the sounds, for the background sounds, but my Windows is open, and you know there is a street next to me. Okay, so I think that I need to also support this deferrals object, and I need to investigate how to do this. Let's look on the example. On this example, so at the beginning, what they do is they just call defer method. So as you can see, because I didn't know what is the type of okay, it's a hint for you. If you don't know what is the type of the argument of event handler, you can put dynamic everywhere, and what you have to know is just the number of the arguments, because each of them might be dynamic, and then you can just print those arguments, and you can see here the type of the arguments. So as you can see, my third argument, which is set to dynamic, it's in reality it's expando objects. So so now I will try to use this type. And maybe now I will have the methods like defer. No, I don't have. Okay, so I need to find it in different way. Java. I'm a Java programmer, and because okay, Benox asking in what programming language I am the best. So I'm the best in Java because it's my it's a language that I work with. So I am a computer programmer working with Java and Spring Boot, and I'm also a software designer. So I'm preparing a solution. It's some kind of architect, but on lower level. Yes, I'm not responsible for a whole company. I'm only responsible for a few applications, maybe on one of area. Now I'm writing application in accounting area. So my responsibilities are, 50%. On 50% of the time, I'm a project manager. On 20%, I'm a software designer, and 30% developer. Okay, it's a callback delegate deferral down invoke. Oh, phew. It's very strange construction here. I'm not sure if it's correct, but okay, and Benox, what about you? Who are you? Are you a programmer, player, hobbyist? On my yesterday's stream, there was a Krzysztof with me, which helps me to solve a Docker problem. So I really appreciate people who are coming to my live stream and who are talking with me, because I don't know how to say it in English, but it says in Poland that how to say, many heads is better than one, something like that. It means that it's easier to solve the problem using many heads, many brains, instead of only one. That's the meaning. Okay. Okay, I will try to use this approach, but okay, I will just try to do this. No. Java is completely different than JavaScript. It's I don't have example in English, but the only common part is just part of the name. Yes. And another common part is that both of them are programming language, but they are completely different. Oh yes, thank you, Captain. That's what I was looking for. Yes, that's the same. Car and carpet. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Yeah. The only common thing is, they are both computer languages. Okay, sorry, because I'm talking, but it's time to write something. So let's try to change the third argument from expand object to this iDictionary interface. String object. Okay, I will ask you. Maybe are you interested in making similar live stream, for example, from Java and Spring Boot? Because I'm much better in those than in C#. Okay. But Benox, what do you mean that I should make lessons? Because what I'm doing now, I'm learning how to do this. Yes, I'm not I'm not you know, I'm solving the problems with you now. Yes, I don't have knowledge how to do this. I just do it online. Okay, so it's a callback delegate deferral done invoke. Okay, callback delegate deferral done invoke this. Okay, I will try to do this. Callback delegate deferrals done, and I just want to invoke okay, let's try this solution. Okay, thank you. Do you have any knowledge how to what are possibilities to manage players? And because I heard something about that it's possible to manage whitelist using Discord, because there is some there are some ready to use plugins. Have you heard about it? Because I would like to investigate this path. Okay, I will try to kick my user off. Okay, because something happens here and it looks like it works, but I have no idea. Okay, Captain, this is I'm asking because it's a very basic topic. Yes, how to store the player identifier and what does it mean, and how to authenticate it to the server. So because when I store the player ID, then I can start to build the economy, because I want to store their money and other stuff, and I would like to build everything around this player object. And I would like to be sure that it's safe, and it's not too easy to hack this whitelist. So I would like to understand how does it work. Okay, let me check the example. Okay, so we have something like deferrals update. Okay, we have defer done with kick reason, and kick reason is like a callback. Okay, so I think that I should call defer at the beginning, and then I should call done with kick reason callback, if I'm right. So at the beginning I would like to call defer function like here, And then, okay, let's keep this. What is kick reason? Kick reason is just a text, I think. Yes, it's just a text. So this callback, is this callback used somewhere? No, it isn't. Okay, so I don't have to use this. I don't need to use this function. I can do all using this function. So okay, I think that now I have it should kick my user from the game if it works properly. If not, I will try to investigate it in more. That's the test. Okay, so let's rebuild the solution, restart, and disconnect. Do you know anything about Aircon? Like remote connection to the server or something like that? Because I noticed yesterday that I think that it's possible to connect to the server using somehow using thing like Aircon, and I think that it's possible to invoke some commands from remote, but I'm not sure. Do you have any experience with that? Okay, look. Yes, it works. Look, connection rejected by the server test. Okay, so it works. That's my okay. Yeah, wow, it's working. Yes, it's working. I thought that I got an error, but it works. So yeah, perfect. So we have the function to deny uh, user access. What we have to do is just to add these two lines, and if we want to sorry for my English, I'm still looking for a word. When we want to allow user to the game, we have to just call this both, I think. So defer and then done without any arguments. So let's check the arguments. Yes, I decided to record my live stream in English because there is much wider audience. Yes, there is not too much people. There's not too many people in Poland who are interested in learning how to write custom plugins. So I thought, I will learn English in my first streams. It should be better and better, I hope, in the future. So okay, let's try if it works. Now I should be able to connect to the server. So let's rebuild the solution, restart, and let's try to connect to the server. Okay, the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to investigate what is this player ID. I need to search for it. I need to search the internet about it for it, because I'm not sure if it's unique or not. Unique for me means that there's no possibility that two GTA clients has the same player ID, and I have no idea how the player ID is associated with your client and or with your player. I have no idea. I mean, I don't know if I created some player or the player means my client. Okay, I will restart the game. Do you know if the player ID is associated with my client or with object called player, and I can change the player somewhere here. You know, I'm asking if there is a possible to have a one client and to do something that I can switch my player ID. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this part works. I mean, I know how to kick the user from the server. Okay, so what next? Let's try to investigate this script. Because look, I have both files. Two files. Main Lua, which is responsible for fetching whitelist from database. I will use some hash map instead of database, just for this part, and then it just check. It just check in this hash map if the player can access to the game or not. And here there is a second file, and here we have whitelist add command, that allows us to add the player to a whitelist. So it should answer us for questions. What is a license? What is player ID? Because look, insert into whitelist identifier, just identifier, and we just pass something that is called license. Okay. So how to use it? How to use it? Let me check. Name, the player license. Okay, xplayer. So what is license here? One moment, let me check in this file. What is license? Okay, when I select identifier from whitelist, then I can just build a map, not a map. It's just a as how to call it? It's kind of table. It's associative table, table which has a key, string keys. So and then when player is connecting, this whitelist should be okay here. Okay, we are calling get player identifiers key and value from player ID, and player ID is so let's check what does the function get player identifiers returns. All of player identifiers. Okay. But how to set those identifiers? Because it should be possible to set it somewhere here, I think. Okay, I will try to run this code to see what kind of information I can find what kind of information I can find in this function. So somewhere here I can call what is the C# version of this? Okay, let's try to find Yes, I think that it's possible to write something like it was possible to write something like, you know, player no do you remember how to access to this namespace? because I have done it only once somewhere at the beginning of my streams. And I don't remember how to access to this namespace. Native function, it's a native. I will try to find it. Okay, it's game player get target entity. Okay, it's game dot. The game is from so it is from native. No, it's native. Let's import static this one. No. But we are on server side, so Okay, one more time, but slower. I need to here is example of okay. So everything was here. So everything is in the example, in the documentation. So that's the information for the future. We should start from this. So let's rebuild my event handler to this form. But I have no idea how I missed it. It's from source. Yep. We have license identifier. But I would like to change the function from is banned to is allowed. what's the problem here? Okay, just return true. That's all. Okay, that's all. Okay. I have no idea if the license ID is public or not. Okay. Here. Checking is allowed. Okay, let's build a solution. Okay, I will try to do it one more time, but this time I'm going to return false because I'm not sure if this method is involved. Okay, it's it works. So I think that's our base project for the next step. Yeah. Okay. So we have a good base for the next step, which is I will try to because now you can imagine that it's quite easy to store this license into database, and it's easy to manage the access. But I'm wondering um, how to do this using Discord. Um, okay, and maybe one more thing. Let's see the example here, and there is commands Lua file, and we can see this one. So I will try to register this command. I mean whitelist add, and I will try to get the license key from player object. Benox asked if I want to make a player verify in Discord. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I don't have idea what are is it the best solution or not. So if you know other solution, because the first solution is to store everything to store and manage in database. That's the first solution, and it's the easiest one, I think. I think the more convenient solution might be to prepare a Discord channel, let's say, or Discord group, and maybe I will try to manage the access through giving them some specific role, for example, and that's how I can. Okay, so that's what I want to do. Okay, so I need some break now, and I think that I will be back in 30 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, now it's 5 p.m. My time, and so I'll be back in about an hour. Okay, off. Thank you, Jugas. Yes, I'm going to do this. So FiveM Discord whitelist. Okay, so I need half an hour of break, and then I will come back to the live stream. Okay, so if you want to how to say to if you want to watch, you can do this in half hour. Okay, and then, but I'm not sure, if some information are should be public, like license key or not. I'm not sure, so that's why I don't want to show you these informations. Okay, so I'm gonna back in 30 minutes. So see you soon.